Hi guys. Um, I know I have not made a video in a while, and I hope you guys think this is peak. I've been pretty busy. I've been doing a lot of stuff recently, but today we're going to be talking about degenerate internet communities, people who are very widely considered as degenerated, and they are on the internet. Okay, we're going to hop into the first very degenerated um, internet community. The reason why this is first topic number one on the list is because I think there's something wrong with the people who play this game. This game is called VR Chat. Now, VR Chat had its prime. It's out of its prime. Now it's a disgusting game for gross people. VR Chat was pandemic number one game because people could not see each other. That's when this game was at its peak. And now what it has turned to is the complete opposite. Instead of being like, haha, funny moments with the boys, haha, so funny. Yeah, by the way, I do not use the boys as a common statement. That is not something I find funny. But that's what the videos were. Back in the day, the boys was funny. It's not really anymore. I'm normally saying like the homies or the homeboys or something very slang, very interesting that's the most effective way of addressing your friend group. Good side of VR chat, I'd say it has 25% something good about it. But the good is overshadowed by the bad side. So I'm gonna talk about the good side, which is you can explore. You can literally do whatever you want. I think I remember playing a world where you could shoot German guns, like their German pistols, which work really interesting, and like the LMGs and the snipers and their little steel hand grenades where you twist the cap and throw them. I played a game like that on VR chat. The Backrooms games, those are pretty fun. They have like scary entities that you can wander around and they'll chase after you if you find them, if you come across one of them. And yeah, it's pretty fun, pretty awesome. They got a lot of games. Yet again, this ties in with the whole exploration aspect. But you can basically go on the games. The games have infinite possibilities for what they could be, which is actually kind of negative because if the games have infinite possibilities, then people will start abusing that. Because yet again, as a society, we cannot give each other infinite possibilities without it backfiring. Um, the next thing is the social interaction. It's just like the real world. Like, if you are in a social instance and you find someone who is very interesting, very awesome, very bold, with your personality, you can hang out with them. This is great. You can interact with them. But this isn't real social interaction. This is your avatar with their avatar going, so yeah, like, what were you thinking, bro? I think this is pretty cool. I think you're pretty awesome, bro. How you doing? That like that's what the interaction in VR chat is like. And of course the awesomeness of VR immersion. It's very immersive gaming experience. Put the VR on, all of a sudden you're thinking differently, you're seeing the game differently, you're more immersed in the game. Okay, guys, now that I've talked about the 25% good, we're going to talk about the 75% bad. VR chat has a lot of inappropriate communities who are very strange and weird people who Imagine like Five Nights at Freddy's, which honestly, I used to really like Five Nights at Freddy's. It was a really interesting game. I actually know all the lore basically. I know all the lore all the way up to like Security Breach. So whenever I hear someone like talking about that, I catch on and understand it. And I'm not exactly the weirdest fellow right now, but I definitely used to be. Um, so they got the Five Nights at Freddy's community, the Has Been Hotel community, absolutely horrendous community, by the way. Never speak to me if you're a Has Been Hotel fan, because you're gonna get clowned. You are going to look like a circus if you are in my presence and you like a Has Been Hotel. Amazing Digital Circus, same thing. You are a walking circus if you like the Amazing Digital Circus. It's a joke of a series. You're telling me like the whole plot line is someone gets subjected to the same VR immersion that is, and they go insane, and their whole thing is like going insane and like losing their grip with reality. I don't know. I just think like that was like the big thing on the internet was the plot line was like one of them was on the brink of going insane. Like someone had to stop it. I'd have no idea if that's how it actually goes. Murder drones. My old friend back in the day tried to get me into this, but I watched one episode and I was like, yeah, that's cool, that's cool. And if you do end up seeing this video, bro, I honestly, I'm gonna be for real with you. I am not interested in watching murder drones, and you cannot get me into it. Um, it's definitely a bunch of interesting people. You definitely want to avoid someone with a murder drones profile picture because they're gonna be really, really corny. Just like this friend of mine's, his older brother who I will not get into detail, but he was a very corny and interesting person. Let's see. Yeah, I think I got it. Has Been Hotel, hell of a boss. Hell of a boss. I don't know. Same thing with that. That's like, isn't that like the whole thing's like devils and like Satan? Like, you're telling me that's your favorite piece of media? Like, literally, like twink femboy demons? Yeah, we have a problem, bro. Watch something peak. Immerse yourself in something peak, not VR chat has been hotel communities. You might have a serious problem if you enjoy any of that or find any of the jokes funny, because I'm pretty sure the whole humor aspect of it is the whole time they're talking like, holy shit, bro, that's fucking awesome, bro. That's like fucking cool, like fucking hell, bro. I fucking love that. I I I can't believe it. Like that isn't that the humor of the show? It's swearing. Like I thought maybe if it was gonna be like devils, they would be have like dark humor or joking about sinning, but no, the whole humor is it was wrote by a genuine illiterate dumbass who can't speak a sentence without swearing. That's a problem. Now that is probably going to be the only section of the video where I swear that much. Uh, I try to say this is smart and very illiterate. I almost said illiterate. Freudian slip happens all the time. I want to say I'm a very literate person who makes very literate videos, but people are really stupid. Okay. But yeah, that's just an example of these VR chat communities. Sorry, there's a bug bothering me. Um, yeah, that's the problem. Adults interact with minors. Whoa, get away from me. Especially in an inappropriate context. They aren't like, hey kid, get off the game, bro. You're like too young for this. This game's rated T for teen. No, they genuinely just like start like, hey little boy, how are you doing? I want to take this on Discord. Hmm. Um. That's like genuinely like people walk around doing that on VR chat, and they will keep doing it until they succeed, which is disgusting. You are the literal trash of society if you do stuff like that. If I ever catch someone even joking about doing stuff like that, I will have them on the opposite side of me, and I will never agree with them ever. A singular word they say will hold no value or truth to me whatsoever. If you do stuff like that, you are pathetic. And I never want you speaking to me, ever. I don't want you anywhere near me. I don't want you joking around me. I don't want you laughing with my friends. If I ever see you, ever, doing stuff like that, we're gonna have a problem. Um, People also take their online identities too seriously, and I don't. Like, I'm literally face to face with you looking at this camera, imagining that I'm speaking to a person right now. I do not have an online identity. It's me. My identity is me. I'm this guy. Um, they just take it way too seriously. It's like a furry. They have their little persona, and then they get in their furry costume and they go to the furry thing and they act like this persona they made up in their mind the whole day. So basically, the biggest point here is being anonymous can make people behave completely differently from how they would in real life. This is Roblox. Now, I'm going to go fast through Roblox because I have two different things on Roblox. Roblox is primarily aimed at younger audiences, but has too much variety when it comes to experiences and communities. Very similar to VR Chat, has a lot of communities and experiences, all who like different things. Some games become absurdly obsessed with trends, shock humor, or literally just getting plain old attention from children. The platform's user-generated nature means practically anyone can create something and put it in front of millions. You could discuss how it's just a game sometimes gets used as an excuse for increasingly weird behavior. The Roblox brainrot, like culture, games are built almost entirely around whatever meme is currently popular. And people are chasing views and Robux rather than making something genuinely interesting. How quickly a joke can become an entire game community or a YouTube channel or an economy in a video game just because of Roblox is kind of insane. Another one that I just recently thought of is a game known as Gary's Mod. Similar sandbox problem, practically unlimited user-created content. Their creativity can be incredible, but the same freedom can produce some very questionable communities and content. A good opportunity to talk about the difference between creative freedom and having zero standards, which I'm going to take right now. Creative freedom. Wait, yeah, hold on. I literally just spoke my my script out loud. But sorry, I was used to the Roblox part where I just kind of just sped through it. But right now is a good time to talk about the creative freedom of being able to do basically whatever you want and having zero standards whatsoever. It's either you're creating something that will fascinate people or genuine consumerist slop. This next one is similar to Roblox. The Fortnite creative maps. I used to play Fortnite, like, probably ended like a few months ago because I got tired of the game. Fortnite Creative is just basically the new Roblox. So Fortnite isn't even Fortnite anymore. Users can just build their own games. Some creators are impressive with their instances. Others just chase whatever gets clicks. Basically being the same thing as Roblox. They clone the popular Roblox games, basically. This is the same thing. Attention rewarding, increasingly ridiculous behavior. So, it literally just improves this. Discord connects to all of these. Roblox will not allow you to mention Discord, but at the same time, partners with Discord and does all this. It seems like they're trying to set up something. Discord is literally the key thing that makes these all degenerated. Discord's not really like a game or anything, but it is pretty important to my VR chat argument. Communities can start innocent and gradually become more extreme. Private servers and DMs make bad behavior harder for outsiders to see. So basically people who aren't in like the Discord server or the DMs or anything. One thing I can say here is Roblox goes into Discord, which might go into VR chat, which might go into DMs, which goes into grooming. Yet again, this is something that every one of these, except probably Fortnite, this online persona, this is a problem. People are creating personalities online that they've never had in real life. Some people become obsessed with fictional characters, avatars, memes, or internet identities. Honestly, at what point does an online persona stop being a joke and starts being your entire personality? Do you need the internet to carry your whole, do you need it to carry your whole persona? Do you need it to, make you an interesting person? Get off the internet if you need the internet to make you an interesting person. You need to seek some kind of social rehabilitation. There's quite the difference between dark humor and saying or doing something outrageous just because you think it'll get a reaction. I genuinely saw a video today that ruined my day because of its level of degenerosity. There was a video about a popular Jujutsu Kaisen character known as Hikari. Now, for those of you who don't know who that is, he has a very large connection with the "I just hit the jackpot" meme from quite a few months ago. This song was created for him, and his whole ability is gambling. Now his edits commonly have some slightly degenerate themes touching on them, but this one was the worst I've ever seen. Now, if this video gets taken down for me saying this, then so should the video that was posted that I am currently talking about. This video, basically, the topics of this video included one man, his daughter, and then his wife. The father would cover his eyes. Then the daughter would step forth, and I am disgusted by what I'm about to say. Doing a common like up and down motion make her butt cheeks clap. I know it's hard to say that very seriously, but that's what this video was about. He says, "Oh, I guess that's my daughter." His daughter then steps back. His wife jumps in, does the same thing. The man has his eyes still covered, and he says, "Oh, that would be my wonderful wife." Now I know how there's like recognition patterns in your human brain, but it's borderline like same thing that of same thing as promoting. It's like that's one of the methods used to promote pornography, which is like something I suspect it to be. Like I don't care if it's a joke or if it's like a silly little uh, pornography like advertisement for they're advertising like their OnlyFans or something. I don't care what it is. To associate such a silly thing like a guy whose main ability is gambling and getting lucky, uh, basically of such the contents of the video does not make you lucky or cool. It just like you need to wake up. We are in the cycle of like we just keep setting the bar lower. Like, oh yeah, this is degenerate behavior. That's not that bad compared to this. That's not that bad compared to this. That's not that bad compared to this. And then we end up setting the bar so low for what we recognize as degenerate behavior that genuinely anything could just fly past our radar. Which isn't it's not even funny, by the way. Like I generally see how like, but I read the comments on that video and people are like, get it? Because they're like he's like incest. Like you guys need to wake up. I don't know what's wrong with you, but you indeed do have to wake up at some point. They don't necessarily, but this is the thing about YouTube. They don't necessarily reward what's good. They reward what keeps people watching. So creators basically just want to push boundaries and genuinely repost things from other black and orange websites onto YouTube. It's just the internet. You have a digital footprint. People really honestly do act like it doesn't matter because it's online. It's still a crime if you commit a crime on the internet. But it's literally as easy as saying you're screenshotting, which is as easy as doing this. Now that's on my phone, and I can keep that on my phone for as long as I want. So if you text me or someone I know texts me something really strange and disgusting, screenshotted, easy. Clips, anyone can clip anything on the internet. It's as easy nowadays. It's easy as like Windows Shift S. Pretty sure that's what opens the snipping tool, which can clip snippets of your video or take screenshots. And literally, you can just archive old posts. So the difference between something being online does not make it consequence free. There are consequences to all actions at all time, positive or negative. The difference between making something weird and like genuinely harmful, someone having like a strange avatar or liking a weird game isn't automatically a bad person. There's a massive difference between that's cringed and someone's actually being a victim of a crime. That's the distinction that makes my argument stronger here. Oh yeah, that's a weird that's a cringe. That's cringe. I don't want that around me. Get that thing away from me. To holy shit, this guy is grooming a child. Get away from me. You're disgusting. You deserve to have your account removed. That just, like, honestly, that makes your whole thought process and your argument a lot stronger here. Now, here's the last and final real question here. Where are the parents here? Like, genuinely, kid, go get your mom. This guy is obviously not right in the head. Especially with Roblox. Like, and games with younger players. How much responsibility does it take? Belongs to parents, the platforms, the moderators, and users themselves. How much responsibility do you have over your actions? They're yours. They're responsible to you. You have 100% responsibility over all of these things. It isn't simply parents are stupid. It's just like they need to connect their responsibility here. They need to be more responsible with their children, with their kids, what their kids are doing. Like, genuinely stop allowing such disgusting content to permanently scar your child for life. Or the fully grown adult that's in your basement being a degenerate all the time. That's all I got for today. I appreciate all my watchers and subscribers. I have a solid 3. But you guys are awesome for what you've done. I appreciate you guys enjoying my content and complimenting my content, like stuff like that. I really do appreciate it. So I'll be seeing you guys later. Hopefully in my next video that will take probably just as much work as this one. This is like a 30-minute long video, but I'm getting better and better at making longer scripts and longer videos. So I really do appreciate all of you guys and those who have viewed my videos. Thank you so much.